this world, living with each other and living with the earth. We're speaking out today because we're called upon to care for each other and our small blue boat. We share the belief that thou shalt not kill, but we are killing our earth. We are killing the polar bears, whose icebound home is melting. We are killing the coral that is bleaching in the warming seas. We're killing the forests that cannot move to escape the changing climate. And we are killing people and cultures on island nations that are disappearing under rising seas, in villages where water supplies depend on disappearing glaciers, in cities where deadly heat waves are increasing, in coastal communities with rising seas, worsening storms. We in the developed world use over 5 times the energy per capita as in the less developed world. Here in North America, we use over 8 times as much energy per person as does Latin America. So the poorest people in the poorest countries emit a tiny fraction of greenhouse pollution that is killing our planet. But it's the world's poor and the most vulnerable who will suffer the most with famines, drought, and flooding. And beyond the immediate human suffering, the economies of entire nations will be left unstable, susceptible to mass dislocations, political turmoil, war. Climate change is not a phenomenon that's going to happen elsewhere. It's going to happen here. In Missouri, the heat will cause problems ranging from reduced water for irrigation to increased asthma or more disease-carrying mosquitoes. In St. Louis alone, we can expect 200 deaths per summer related to heat. Rural western Kansas already faces stagnating local economies and shrinking populations. Those same farm and ranch communities are going to be among the hardest hit with increased drought and heat. Our political leadership must continue to hear about our willingness to change, to do whatever it takes to cut greenhouse gases fairly, rapidly, effectively. The consequences of the pollution we are adding to our planet every day will be visited upon our children and grandchildren and on millions of people, especially our poorest global neighbors for whom climate change will be a matter of life and death. But we're here today because we believe a different future is still possible. We have the technical know-how to do what needs to be done. But at the same time, we must demonstrate our personal willingness to change. We must each be resolute in reducing our personal contributions to greenhouse gas pollution by reevaluating the way we heat, travel, vacation, power, transport, build, eat, recycle, invest, live, work. Because at the heart of it, climate change is not actually a political issue. It's a moral issue. And if we do not commit ourselves personally to solving this problem, it will be the greatest failure of the human spirit on earth. There is very little time The day may come when we are forced to sadly accept as inevitable the loss of human life and biodiversity we are causing. But that is not this day. This day, we are going to walk together, to speak out, to say yes to a different course of human events. This day, we are asking our leaders to move faster to mobilize our great nation's scientific, technological, financial, business, intellectual, and spiritual resources to the greatest threat humankind has ever faced. This day, we are all stepping up.
Are you ready to step up and step out? Are you ready to march?